Hey, brother, you coming? All right, cool. When you come in, just make sure you turn on your camera. Because it's a camera interview that everybody's doing. What up, Justin? Look at my dude right there. Yo, Outlaw, get your face in camera, bro. I don't see you. Oh no, not on FaceTime. You're gonna go on camera. You're gonna go on camera. You're gonna go on camera on the Discord. Yeah, when you go on the chat, you go on camera in there. All right. So just um let me see here. So far, let me. He should be. Yeah. Get the Lions in here. He should be able to join chat, right? He's already invited. Oh. He's sending him to lead donations. He's saying the invite. There you go. They're both in here. All right, everybody's in here. No, I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna hang up, Marshall. All right, everybody's here. Come on, man. You're all off. All right, there's no camera up on my stuff. Oh, so we won't see each other. All right, everybody on. All right, all right, guys. Um, well, you're alive. Did you post the link in the chat or not? What's up? Are we live in this thing or what? What, you good over there? Huh? Anybody hear me? On the chat. Bro, what do you mean on the chat? I'm not on the computer at all. I don't know what you did, bro. You closed out of the thing and it went out. I didn't touch anything. Your desktop and just go to your chat. You guys hear me? Yeah, it is. Is there, hold on, man. Fucking. All right. Come on, man. Are we live or what? Your volume on your recording PC because I can hear my background. About to go live in one. Are you ready? Yeah. What are you gonna do? I'm supposed. Marshall got the beer over there. Nice setup in the background, bro. Yo, I can't hear you for some reason, Marshall. I think you're on mute. Yeah, you got to. Everybody do a sound check. I can't hear anybody. Yeah, Justin, I think yours is muted. Yeah, I can hear you. All right, I hear you now. Jared, you there? And Marshall, you there? I can't hear you for some reason. It's not muted, right? No, I don't know. I can't hear you.
Now, get off this fucking Days Gone and put on Madden.
Right. Marshall's having sound difficulty.
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the odds. You need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tongue, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Only watch Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerks better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, go wanna everything in her. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail.
Got it? Thoughts? Marshall left the conversation. Jared, you can see you're muted. There you go. Where the hell is Marshall? Hey, try hopping back in. All right. And go in the chat. You should, or have him should be able to pop in. Yeah, it's through the Twitch.
So I'm on the. I'm where I can see on the screen.
Is that Marshall?
Yes, I can. I can see that.
Yeah, how come I can't see? Turn the camera on. Hit camera.
I'm on Twitch right now.
Yeah, no, but hit the camera on your phone. You might. Yeah, you know what I mean. Camera icon. Tap on your screen. You hit the camera icon. Yes, no.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play an ad. Okay, now.
All right, that's fine. It is what it is. Yeah, this is for the sloppy right. First one. Ready 15 minutes late. Well,
Yeah, bro.
my voice, I'm talking to everybody else here. My voice is on, bro. Everybody hears me, right?
Okay.
All right.
It's over. I'm gonna crap out. I'll start it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off with you. All right.
Going on, fellas. The PFM podcast. We're doing a special with NYMFL. Very first podcast. NYMFL channel. With me today, I got 3, 4, 5 special guests. Off with the commissioners of NYMFL. Founder. We
What's going on, guys? Welcome to our first podcast.
have Browns, aka Jason. Hey.
Justin.
I appreciate y'all today, man. And then I didn't get a guy with the black shirt.
Yeah, I'm the Raiders. My name's Jared.
Well, man, I see you did that old fashioned shoes. Ready to
I always got a little fun with it. So
here's most of we have here. Songs in NYMFL.
We got Marshall. We got Marshall on right now. He's the Detroit line.
We have a mic on.
Yeah, he's on. Marshall.
mine's stepped away.
Oh, he's on.
Yeah, he's not in here.
Okay, so we'll bypass that. Computers do not hit any buttons or down. That's gonna we have my commissioner founder of Outcast.
Hello, guys. Welcome to the podcast. Exciting.
Pick it up and Bruno and Justin. They're gonna be doing the talking. Not sure what they have in store, but we'll
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to our first podcast, YMFL. Gonna talk about a few things happening. Tuned in from YMFL. You guys see that we've had some growth. In the last couple months. Big growth last year to this year, as far as core users. Fortunate to have guys like Justin turning out for, and have Big Bert, who's my 49ers youth, me since the beginning, and a couple other guys as well. They got a couple on the list right now. They know who they are. But the main thing is that we have about I would say a good 20 to 25 core guys right now, which makes recruiting a lot. And a part of that works really hard on finding the right fit for the league, and it hasn't been. One of the guys, that play some football and talk a little trash, but at the time keep it cordial and have a little fun. It makes it a lot easier versus the toxic that you don't want. So I've been fortunate that in a lot, and I'm grateful for the guys that I have, and I'm glad to keep learning. This is the goal here for us to be a big family. I want to make an introduction as well. I got Justin Brown's youth. He's very well. And then I have here, which is Jared, hardworking guy, family guy. He's out of steam right now. I'm gonna let Justin take over. Talk a little, and hey, bro.
Now, what's up, everybody? Turn your mic to my very first toxic. Right now the Lions are pretty high. Excellent. Got a lot of things going his way. Early in the season. He's early in the season on his way. And but like he's gonna be going pretty far this year. Very good year. And spoke to him. That's fine. Next topic. Ravens. And we about one and only loss this season. Super Bowl reality. All right. I'm currently at work.
That's all right, man. That's all good.
He's got a hell of a defense. Probably one of the best I've seen on. I want to know how sort of success is going to be ready.
Eric, he wants to know how your success is gonna.
I mean, 3 games, you know, like especially being the new guy in the league, learning everybody's techniques and all that stuff, challenging. I've gotten lucky a couple times with a couple different guys who were ready to throw the same pass over and over again.
We know who that is.
Yeah.
He only cried to me about 5 times, but it's all right.
So, I don't know. My defense just I did not go off that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what happened in that game, man, because up until that game you were undefeated. And, I mean, not for nothing. I've seen the Steelers play, and don't get me wrong. I mean, I've seen a lot of guys play in the league. He just didn't impress me in the type of guy that would have beat. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't think you were gonna lose that.
I got the watching because for some reason none of my guys reacted on those running. Exactly what happened. I'm looking for the rematch again since he's trying on me.
Right.
But if you watch it, like I usually look at my knees place. I was not covering the right people. I was leaving things wide open, falling for the quick guy, and have my own fire shot. You know, trying to completely work on that last drop. But
Listen, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you think that you're going to overpower another opponent, and they actually end up surprising you. And the surprise is usually, either a very close game or a loss. And
yeah, it's actually ready to show up really. Just like time hacking or something like that.
right.
Right. I was gonna say that I and everything from the game. You had a lot of passing yards, man. A lot of things were clear for you. Well, and that was the other thing. That was the first game I turned for all season. And it happened to be a pick six right at the end of the first. And then I fumbled later, which is what was the last drive ender. And it was just, they always say if you win the turnover battle, you usually win most games. Like, I feel like in Madden, it's completely true. If you can win that turnover battle, you can easily win most games.
Well, I mean, 100%, 100%. And I'll tell you right now, man. Your division, I see you and the Browns competing for that division title. I really do. I don't see anybody else touching you guys in the division right now. I really don't. I mean, I'm just being honest.
They're still tied with us. Yeah, like.
I mean, I'll tell you right now. I mean,
I do believe I had drop picks. 3 of the drives, I had easy my defenders and drop. A lot of touch on one of the next 2. It was fruit.
Yeah.
It's like you breathed on them, they intercept. To a game like that, where like there was no negative, none of them was catching the ball. Everyone dropped every time.
The funny part is, I saw the video when I called you up. I saw the video with you on the Bengals that game, and he was, they call this guy's a sweat. This guy's a sweat. Like, dude, you threw the ball to him 11 times. Like, you didn't even make a good read. Like, what do you expect? You know what I mean? I saw every single.
The only difference is my defense just
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I hear you on that, man.
like the game on that one where all of a sudden I don't get any interceptions. And next thing I know, I'm down 35 to 21, and it's like, oh, now I'm playing way behind.
Yeah,
It's got a lot of so.
yeah, he does. I mean, I like to talk a little trash because he was one of my rivalries last year, and he tries to be right. He tries to make good rivals, but I don't know, man. I hope he steps up because he's a pretty good player. And but his main thing is I've noticed a lot this year. I don't know if it's maybe because he's busy with work and he hasn't had the time to get in a lab and actually practice his plays. But I've seen a lot. He's got the most. I think he's got the most turnover ratio in the league right now, if I'm correct. I mean, 11 turnovers to you in one game. He played somebody else where he had like another 6 interceptions. He just
I think he had 4 that this game.
yeah.
I think he had like 4.
So I mean that's definitely a big part of your guys' defenses is that you guys are getting those turnovers, and things going your way. So that's good, man. Listen, I mean, I'm glad that you came to the league. You're a great stand-up guy. Welcome to the family, of course. I don't know what happened. I want to apologize, everybody. The Detroit Lions is not here at the moment. I think he had technical difficulties at his end. So I'll be interviewing him later on in the season. But I want to talk about a few things. Well, I want to talk about the league growth.
Real quick, we are working him back on right now. We're
Okay,
that's all.
gotcha. Hopefully he gets in. But I that's going to be a good matchup between you guys. Are the two hottest teams right now. That's going to be a great matchup between the two of you guys. The one thing that I want to move on to the next conversation is, I want to talk about the league growth that we've had. So, this year I was fortunate to meet, these guys from OGCFM, Outlaw and Outcast. Two great guys. And they decided to, take us under their wing, and empower us, to be under CFM banner. And that's going to take a little time. By next year, hopefully, we'll have that under our belts. So with that being said, we just grew our community. If Outlaw, has guys that are like, more skill level or whatever, he'll say, hey, I got this guy that I think is a good fit for your league. Let me send them over to you. And vice versa. If I got a guy that's, way too good for our league, we're more of an intermediate base skill level league. Working our way up to advanced. I mean, don't get me wrong. We just literally graduated to that intermediate level. So a lot of guys in the league has actually gotten better. And there's a few guys that still a little bit more work to do, but they're gonna get there. I mean, it doesn't happen overnight. Um, but the league growth that we've had, not just with the community, just the perks that we have now being with CFM group and our vision that we have going forward. Like if you saw these guys have their league, they have a very good league. There's not many flaws in there, if any at all. To be honest with you, I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody likes things a certain way. You know what I mean? To some people it may be a perfect. Some people it may not be perfect. To me personally, I think that they run a perfect league the way that they run it. But that's just my opinion. Other than that, I mean, they're a great group of guys. I mean, they're not stingy. They're there to help us. You got any questions, or anything. They've been helping us with all our technical stuffs as far as the game bots. I'm new to all that. I'm used to say, hey man, post this, post that. I'm not used to having a bot post anything to me. It actually makes life a lot easier. You know. Now I got Outlaw doing our graphics for the next year. You know what I'm saying? And I've donated to their league, which you know what, I'm more than proud to have done that. They also have gear. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm being supportive. I'm buying their gear. By the way, Outlaw, where are my shirts, my sweatshirts, man? I'm waiting for those. And the jersey, you know.
Real quick, thank you for the kind word. The little backstory was all based off of faith. He basically comes in the league, says, "Hey, I'm looking for a team." That's how we kicked it off. He's like, "Teams are open. The Eagles are open." Oh, I snagged them. Took them, and in a week we started chopping it up.
He realized I was famous, so he took advantage of that.
Tried to ask me for my number. I was like, "You got the dinner first." I don't.
Those guys play hard to get, man. You know what I mean? He was play hard to get. I was like, all right, you know what? All right, I'll take you out to dinner. I send him over. I send him over to Burger King. He'll tell you about that story.
Chopping it up. Just by talking to him, I kind of gathered that he was a guy. His visions were kind of what our visions are, and so we started clicking, and so me and Outcast started helping the server. And then I want to say about 2-3 weeks passed by. We invited him. Hey, you guys want to partner up and come join our logo and run your league under our umbrella? Sure, I'll do it. And so from that point on, like it's been nothing but good things happening. One thing that I will say is, please, if you guys are Snipes TV, if you guys are in a game, please show your league some love. You got to think about this point. We're paying $350 every season out of our own pockets, just to be featured on Snipes TV. It's not cool. NYMFL on Snipes TV with only 2 viewers, 3 viewers.
I don't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna say this, guys. If listen, I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible. It's $350 per season with Snipes, like you said, and I paid it all. I don't, and we're gonna have them for the next three seasons. Okay. If I see that there's only 2 viewers, I won't cut Snipes because I'm not a stingy guy. I'm not a douchebag like that. Excuse my language. What I will do is this: I will limit your time on the air. You will not get any airplay. You will not get any publicity. You understand? And that's how it's going to be. If I only got a couple guys that are doing their part, those are the guys that are going to be on Snipes 24/7 every weekend and week out.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And I think that's more than understandable. But if there's only 2 viewers there, that shows me as a league owner disrespect because I'm putting guys in there on a Snipes game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, let's face it. I mean, what's 20? What's
People can do
show up and watch. I mean, all I'm asking for is support here. Support your league. Like, we're gonna grow a lot more. And if you want to be here with us, that's awesome. You're gonna grow with us. You're gonna get better with us. If you don't want to be here, it's okay too. There's no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying?
too. Like I've learned a lot watching people and watching other people play. Like you don't, it's crazy how much you can learn just by watching somebody play and seeing what for them and how they do it. And the only way you do that is shooting in because you can see their plays.
And you make people switch up their game plans. So if you're running a specific playbook, now I gotta go. Let's just say me and you meet up down the line in the playoffs, and you see me running a specific playbook, bro. I'm gonna switch it up on you because I know you're gonna be expecting for me to do what I do.
Right.
It's you gotta be able to multitask like multiple playbooks. Maybe you pick 2 or 3 playbooks throughout the season. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the year, actually, because this is a year-long process. We play all year round. So, You pick 3 books, 2 or 3 books throughout the season, throughout the year, and you stick to those 3 offensive playbooks, and you switch up with defensive schemes. So people see that you're not running the same blitzes, the same blitz packages all the time. It's all about game planning for each opponent, depending on what time of the season it is. Right now, it's each other's first year, but by the time playoff comes, and let's just say I got to go up against the Browns or the Ravens, you know what I'm saying? I know they like to run. Now they surprise me with a different playbook. I'm like, oh snap! This guy. I thought he was going to do a deep route. He did an in route. You know what I'm saying? He got the guy open underneath, and then he got a 20 yards, 15, 20 yards off of that. So it's all about really like mixing it up and everything else. And another thing is, guys are complaining to me about spamming. First off, we have no play cooldown in our league. Okay, I believe everybody should be able to run their own plays. But I will say this, guys. Do not run the same play 3 times, 4 times from the same formation back to back. That's not allowed. You already know this. And if I catch it on film, you're going to get fined. If you don't get the fine, you're going to get a player suspended. It's just that simple. Okay? The reason why I don't do play cooldowns because I believe that we're all adults and since to the 30 and older up league for the most part. I just dropped the age now to 25 years old so we can get a couple of young fresh bloods in the league that are mature enough to play with us. I think we're all grown up enough to be able to run our own playbook without having to try to cheat the other opponent by spamming the same plays over and over again. Are you allowed to run the same play off of different formations? Yes, you are. Different formation. Not the same halfback dive off of single back to back to back to back. If you're going to come off, you're allowed to run a no huddle, okay, throughout the game. Not the whole game, but throughout the game, you're allowed to call no huddles. You switch, maybe you run a halfback dive twice, and then if you come out no huddle again, you switch up to something else. You got to throw the ball if that's what you got. It's that simple,
I mean, I have a question for you actually on that subject. Is it okay to continue? So, like for me, for instance, my main formation on offense, I come out with a certain set. However,
you usually come out in a power eye. I notice they usually come out in a power eye. You come out with, on a shotgun with the running back next to your quarterback.
And
those are your base, right? Those are your base right there. I've been studying you, just so you know.
thing. I mean, that's so if you watch it long enough, my base is covered.
Right.
Like, secrets. If you beat me, it make me my base. Actually, my question is, so I base a lot of my based on. So if I'm coming out and I set as I'm just coming out with play action, let's say. And I see that you have one middle linebacker in the field, so I switch to a run. Come back out the next drive or the next play. I've got, I'm running mesh, but again, I see one linebacker in the middle of the field. I'm going to switch to a run. I'm allowed to do that over and over again. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, let's see, as
thing, I can switch to the same blitz beater to cover myself. I know you're going to blitz.
100%. Yes. That's not spamming. No, that's not spamming. That's not spamming. No, spamming is when you're running. Spamming. Listen, this is why we have audibles. You set each formation if you. I always have 1 run or 2 runs in each audible formation. You know what I'm saying? And then I have the rest is passing. For those reasons. So let's just say I come out on a single back, okay, and then I come out and I see that you have one middle linebacker, and so I go on a switch to a run. Okay, as long as I come out, if I want to run that same run, it has to be like in a different formation. It can't be out of the single back. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, or if it's going to be a single back run, it's going to be, it's going to be, what's the word? It's going to be a different type of run out of the single back formation. Instead of doing a stretch, you may have to run, a half back weak to the other side. You know what I'm saying?
That for me, anyways, comes into a lot of like PA crossers.
Okay.
Where you got three receivers getting off the line right in shotgun with the running back right. It's a pretty common formation. I think it's in every single playbook.
Right.
So there's out in a lot of times I'll switch to a run, and then same formation 3 plays in a row. It's a different play call. The ability to switch to my, can I run that? Can I 4 times in a row the same formation if it's on read? So like again, my plan is to play actually drop.
If listen, if you're gonna run out of the same formation, what I'm saying is you cannot run the same play 4 times back to back, even if you're reading that. You understand? Because that's eventually going to spam the AI. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's clarify that.
Yeah, 100%. No, you're allowed to come out. Listen, if you come out of no huddle in the same formation, and you come out of the same formation, make sure you're running. You know, like I said, like you could run the same run play or the same pass play no more than 2 times back to back. Okay. Now, once it becomes 3 or 4 times, then that becomes a problem. I allow it no more than twice, and that's being pushy with twice. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that way it's an understanding. You know what I mean? So that way you know what's going on. You know what I mean? Because but you don't need to do that, man. I mean, users like you don't need to do that. It's only cheesy users that do that. Right. And what else is there? So that's so as we were talking before, this league has grown a lot. Outlaw and Outcast have been a big part of this league now. They're involved. You know what I mean? As users as well, they're coming in. And filling in a couple teams with us. I play in their league as well. They run a great league. You know what I mean? And this is becoming more like a family thing, man. I mean, that's a big growth for us as a community. You know what? It's better than having randoms coming off the streets that we don't know, and that person could be a toxic user, and they try to bring down your whole league and and bring people down and stuff like that. I don't mind guys that come in and talk a little trash, but it's the what's the word? It's the level of trash that they talk, and if if they're gonna be disrespectful or not. You know what I'm saying? That's what we look for here. This is more for guys that are family oriented. That's why we only advance. It's a 72-hour league. We advance Wednesdays and Sundays. This is literally for like the guys that who could still go to work and still play their games. There's no excuse for anybody to be missing that game unless it's a family emergency or somebody's dying, unfortunately. You know, other than that, play your games, guys. Have fun. You know what I mean? Talk a little trash. You know what I'm saying? Be cordial. Get to know your peers. Start participating in league activities. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna eventually we're gonna have our own league apparel and stuff like that. Be supportive. This is gonna be something for the long haul. You know what I mean? Wait till you guys see the Super Bowl rings. I mean the Super Bowl trophies and the championship conference championship rings that I'm gonna be ordering the next week or so since we're already going halfway in the season. I'm gonna have them here. I'm gonna post a picture of it. You guys are gonna be like, oh wow, this is so much. This brings so much value to this league. Just us doing a podcast and doing other things that we're doing, it brings so much value to this league. And you know what? We're looking for sponsors. You know what I'm saying? I know Ravens, man, I appreciate you. You said that you would sponsor us once you got your contracts done. Thank you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you get that done, I just want to say thank you for that. That's awesome. You know what I mean? You're a great guy, and I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're having a good time with us, and I hope you stay in for the long haul. Um, what else? I want to get into one more thing, guys. Accountability. Okay. And I want to make this quick so I can let Outlaw and Outcast do their thing a little bit. You know what I mean? The accountability for the league is this. It's a 24-hour. You have 24 hours after we advance for your opponent, or you either get a player suspended, or you have to pay a fine to get them out of suspension. One player is $10. Two players is $20. You get okay. If you don't show up, no show. You're going to have 2 to 3 players. It's up to our discretion that are going to be suspended, and you have to pay those fines in order to get them out. And they're going to be your best players. We're not just going to sit on nobody. We're going to sit guys that are going to hurt you, so you guys are accountable for showing up for your time. Okay, that's the biggest thing here. Respect the next man's time. Everybody deserves that. You know what I mean? We're all hardworking people. And if you tell somebody, hey, if it's an hour before the game, let them know I'm running 15, 20 minutes late. Be courteous. That's what it's all about. Aside the accountability, the fines and playing suspensions. we do. We're doing a $200 prize to the Super Bowl winner. Like I said, with the trophies and the Super Bowl and the conference championship rings if you win your conference. We won't be able to do payouts this season for playoff teams, unfortunately, because we just don't have the capital. Okay. For all of you, this is a money league now. This is the first time trying it, so not gonna lie, we went a little, I went a little cheap, like $20 a team. Doesn't cover nearly enough. You got to remember the expenses added in. Snipes alone is $350. All right. So just want to let everybody know, man. For those that have been donating, and everything else, thank you for that. I really, really appreciate you. And I hope keep getting your support as as good users. And you know, uh, the NYMFL is here to stay, man. I mean, we're not going anywhere. We're here to stay. We have a great group. We have a great group of loyal guys for the most part. And now we're here to stay with the OGCFM family as well. We're part of their family now. They have great guys over there as well. And it's all about at the end of the day, it's all about I tell everybody this, man. You know what? I'd rather have loyalty on my side than have money because at the end of the day, you can't take money to the grave with you. But at the end of the day, when you're dying, you see who's loyal to you and you see who's not. That's my model of things. All right. And one more thing that I want to bring up to the table is, we have a GoFundMe for Justin. Justin is going through a tough time right now, with his neck injury and everything else. We have a GoFundMe. OGCFM is going to actually, and put it all over the place to help Justin with the GoFundMe. I have to send them the information. It's been a busy week for everybody. Between Outlaw working, Outcast, and everybody. These guys all got jobs. They're busy as hell. It's not like they're sitting on their asses doing anything. You know what I mean? Not doing anything. These guys are actually busy guys. And if you ever get time with them and you ever get, take any tips from them, you know, take that like, with like it's gold because, these guys' time is very valuable. And you know what? They always say time is money, and they're not lying, man. Time is money, you know. Um, so I'm going to turn this over now to Outlaw and Outcast. Let them talk a little bit. And Justin, man, we're gonna get your GoFundMe going. All right. You look good, man. By the way, man. I know you're going through a lot. Actually, and I know you're not asking for it, bro. We offer to do this for you. We offer to do this for you. Listen, we all got pride. At the end of the day, people that are proud will never ask for something like this. But you're in need, and you have little ones to look out for. You have a wife to look out for. And God forbid, brother, we don't want to see you in a wheelchair because there's something that could be fixable. God willingly. So here is Outlaw and Outcast. Go ahead, guys.
All right, Outcast. We're gonna do some talking because I did some talking already. But the MFL.
Yeah, no. So I guess. I was just battle for the last of the first year I had stepped out. Things going right now. I can 100% to the guys and everything that we have going on. But there's a lot of competition. Coming in, I don't feel as man was causes intermittent. It's really not the best competition. I played with you last night. It really wasn't my night. I'm shocked that I only had this play and we got the water 20-0. I mean, he was all over. I was telling with Lions of Lions game. There's great images of it. And two things like I'm a coach and five. Two things to bring total effort and attitude. That's what this league brings, and I'm part of the.
Well, we're glad to have you, brother. We're glad to have you. We're glad to have seriously. I mean, like I know one thing that I am because I've always grew up with people and I'm a people person. Sometimes don't get me wrong. Sometimes my judgment could be a little off, and I'm like, oh, this guy's a great guy, and I hate to say the guy's not being a. You know what? My mistake. I made a human error. You know what I'm saying? Whoops. You know what I mean? All you could do is learn from that mistake. But going forward, yo, man. I mean, like I feel like I've known these guys forever, I mean, we've only known each other for like a month, literally, and like the relationship that we are developing, friend wise, and the camaraderie and everything else, as far as the friend level, and we know how to separate. Like when it's time to get on the laptops and do our league is our business. You understand? So this is a business to us, not for profit, but for like we wanna be known, man. We wanna be hey, like our goal is to have somebody like a professional NFL player come in and play with us, and they like it so much that they want to be in our leagues. This is the goal that we have. So
Some subject you just said. You make a mistake to it. It's 1,000 out there. Yeah, we didn't outlaw. I got you the break, and I was looking for a big plan. That's the first thing I looked for. Actually, I was supposed to get the for supposed to do the Apple. You guys, what's to do about it? Because you already tell. But which types of here? I screwed up. First, we're gonna make it. You know that I good places. Yeah. I don't know ready. But if the head coach is doing so
yeah, that's what it comes down to, man. Let me tell you, I've made a lot of mistakes running this league. I mean, nothing. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect. I mean, I've made a lot of mistakes, but you know what? What I notice is that my mistakes are being cut down now. You know, and that's what I want to see. I want to see growth in myself as a league owner, league commissioner, and then just like I want to see growth in my users. I got my boy, the Raiders user, man. I'm gonna interview him. In one of our podcasts. He's pretty much like a beginner, but he's hanging in there with the big boys. I mean, even though he hasn't won a game yet, um, he's giving people, decent games for his skill level. So I see potential in him, and I see potential in a few other guys around the league. All they got to really do is, get more involved with the game and do a little labbing and get to know the playbooks better, and get to know their teams better. And I guarantee you that if they do that, they'll go places. They'll make some noise. You know, at the end of the day, it's all about labbing. You know, but we're almost halfway through the season. Lions actually they were undefeated and they lost the last game too.
weird.
Weird, yeah. He lost by 2 points. He lost by 2 points. I couldn't believe that. He lost two.
Now the Lions don't get it a chance.
Yeah, no, man. You guys, that's the thing.
Oh,
Outlaw, go ahead, brother.
Alright, so basically, you guys have been hearing all this stuff about us and from our league. Happened overnight. We started this.
it did not happen.
You also part of you, Yahoo. You,
You, huh?
and all these things on actual web, we have to manually update it. Now the Neon Sports, we're actually doing that way back before Neon Sports Big Daddy thing.
Big Daddy?
So we were doing all that way. As the years went by, we started getting repetition. We started getting better at doing one. That's how we started learning graphics. Photoshop. I'll tell you this. I went to college. As soon as I hit 18, I got my first store as a store manager. I became that. I got that level. Dropped out of college. I was like, you know what? Why am I going to get in debt? Already making good money. At that point, like I've been a manager my entire life. Now I'm a general manager for Amazon, and I'll also be a district manager for a high retail. We take learned in real life, and we apply it to things. This is why, like, when you see our Discord, we have almost 100 members, and it's growing every day. Like, we get new people joining. We got a long waiting list basically for our main league. We have a pro and then we just kicked off a farm league. Prior to PlayStation, we were on Xbox for the whole entirety, 9 all the way till last year. I got tired of the toxicity in on Xbox. I was just like, you know what? That's it. I bought the Xbox Series X, played one season. I was like, you know what? It's fine. Let me go to our side. I feel that Xbox's competition. I feel like Xbox's competition is more of ebooks and all that stuff. They're all multiplayers basically. They call it PlayStation for average users, where they don't buy ebooks week or go to YouTube and find the cheese. And that's what I like about PlayStation. So that kind of like helped me to start a league of PlayStation. I'm branching out now this year just because PC has Madden and everybody knows PC is superior to next gens. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I think sorry to interrupt. I gotta jump off. I just realized what. So I got another meeting I gotta jump on. So appreciate everything you guys do. Look, but I gotta just jump out of here.
Jared, man, go do your thing, brother. Listen, thank you for coming on. Have a good night, brother. Talk to you later.
This is because 2009 to now basically mastered word all these bots that we use, beyond sports, graphics, all that stuff. So it's gonna happen overnight. And then we use as we try to improve the community. At the end of the day, just like in real life, if you're a store manager, district manager, general manager, you're only as your worst is.
I agree.
The best way to run your team is basically you tackle the crap out of the first employee and you build them up. Figure out what they like, thoughts them. That's what I do with my team. I have 130 employees that I'm overseeing on a daily basis. I have 130 personalities that on top of that, I got 100 people on my Discord, same thing. My whole thing is okay, the worst player in my league right now. All right, cool. Let me lab with him. Show him a couple moves. Show him how to read defenses better. Let me show him how to shade, how to next level type of thing. And this is really competitive by basically looking at the first users. Hey, you know what? Let me take some time out. I was playing the game in Madden, so if I'm not in a game, I'm labbing. I'm labbing with great people, getting myself better. Boy, hey, let me help the next person down that's not at our level. Now, if they don't pay attention to the advice that we give them, that's on them. At the end of the day, I tried, and if they don't want to take the advice, they got too much of a ego, like running cheese plays. Means, you know what? That's somewhere else. But that's how we build our community. Just basically same way that we work our way from the top, and then we start all the way to it speaks volume because I've been in the community for 14 years, and we've never ran money for about next season just because of all the content that we provide. We have a website that you guys are a part of as well. We have a podcast every week. We do our own announcement, just like Snipe TV does, which we'll be bringing that over to NYMFL, Breaking News Brew. We're going to have 2 games of the week now, each week. So whenever Snipes is not on with you guys, well, you guys have asked twice. We have 2 games of the week for you guys. And we kind of use the Peyton Manning / Eli Manning setup, but we're not actually broadcasting like Snipes does. But we talk more leagues, what plays they should have ran, what plays that we think they're running, how you could adjust all these things live on the moment. So we're bringing all that stuff to you guys because we have it in our league. We're trying to get you guys a channel where we can get all your content on there and basically have the same type of deal we have with our league. You won't be tuning into Bruno's Twitch. You're tuning into NYMFL
Yeah, that's what I want to do as well. I mean, it's not about me, it's about the league. You know what I mean? I'm just, guy that, created it. And honestly, like you said, man, the league is only as good as its users. You know?
Yeah, so that's pretty much of our backstory. If you guys are in Bruno League, you guys need help, advice, and anything like that, reach out to myself. Reach out to us, guys. Like we're here to help. We're human sponge. Basically, we're what makes us feel good is basically helping other people out.
You know, I best of time day and night. Work at like when I was representing his school, which hey, with already having trying to leave it, y'all not see this or the area because hey, keeping something about sometimes could be a pain and they're actively and trying to you're trying to keep it there and everybody not see everything. It's kind of hard. I don't know, dude. I jumped out of 3 or 4 that morning, making sure like everything was percent.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Outlaw. How do I invite Marshall back in here again?
Marshall Ravens.
No, the Lions.
Sorry.
Yeah, they're right now we can't invite anybody.
Okay.
I do want to appreciate everything, the joining up with us and everything, helping us out. You guys been doing amazing work. I've learned a lot. Weeks that I haven't known. You know what I mean? And Bruno's learned a lot. He tells me how much he appreciates you guys. You know, me and him talk on a regular basis. So I mean, he just like I said, everything you guys do is amazing, and we honestly think about you guys. So
That's hard, man. It's hard. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm glad that got. You know what though? I'm glad that we got some guidance from the right people because you want to know something. Sometimes not even it's about the company that you keep. And let me tell you something. They're good guys, and thank God for that because I've come across guys that were like, "Oh yeah, we'll do X, Y, Z," and they just ended up not. Where I just I don't want to badmouth anybody. We just ended up not clicking. You know what I'm saying? There was no peanut butter and jelly mixture type of feel there. With these guys, I feel like we're bread and butter, peanut butter and jelly, and I don't mean that. I mean that literally, like in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, we're just mashing everything together. You know what I'm saying? There's no secret ingredient that's throwing it off. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I compare it to. You know what I mean? And it's like I said, man, these two guys over here, man. I mean, I feel like they've been a blessing to our growth, and they know that. I mean, I don't got to keep harping on how much we appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I think it's not. I think this is going to be a great partnership going forward. And we're only gonna grow from here, man. There's not gonna be any. If you go backwards from here, there's something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? There's no going backwards. This is strictly the train is going forward. Something gets in our way, we're gonna derail it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna run over it. That's how it is. You know? You put me an outlaw in front of you, you know what I'm saying? We're the two big linemen blocking for you small guys in the back, you and you know?
As far as the merch go, we will be using my store if you guys want merch. We can make whatever you guys want. If you guys want your name customized in the back of the shirt, we can do that. If you have a favorite number, we can do that. We can have the MFL on your right side, left side, chest, middle of the chest, basically whatever you guys want. Hit me up on the DM.
Right now, there's so much that we can do.
Yeah, there's some customizing the.
Hey, quick question. How do we know how many users are actually listening to us right now? Do we know?
Yeah. We have
What does it say that?
it doesn't show it on your end, it shows and
I got you. Because we're using your Twitch, correct?
yep.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm gonna beer man, gonna die. So I got to get this done real fast. And then appreciate everybody tuning in. Amazing. First podcast, he said got a couple people watching. Hopefully you guys can tune in maybe on a weekly basis. Appreciate everything, Bruno. Thanks, brother.
Yo, brother, we'll talk. Call me when you get out of work. We'll talk later. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, we're gonna now that it's publicly announced, we're gonna get your GoFundMe going. And we're gonna try to get you as much donation as possible, man. I know you got a big surgery that you got to prepare for, and everything else. So, none but love, and I'll catch you later, my brother.
Hey, sure. Just died.
Yeah. He paused over there for a sec. Gentlemen, it's been a real good podcast tonight. For our first NYMFL podcast. And like I said, man, it's been really good having you guys on board and being on board with you guys. This is a good partnership, and I keep looking forward to it. To the more and more that we're going to accomplish together. For both leagues. You guys are going to be turning into a money league. That's going to be huge for you guys. I think you guys more than deserve that. You guys definitely have the competition level for that, and not only that, but you guys definitely have the platform. That's for sure.
Things are coming for everybody, so we'll see where the sky goes from there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad to have you doing the graphics for our league and teach me, passing things down to me. So, then, I can hold my own as well. But listen, man, this is all things that are appreciative. You know what I'm saying? So it's, thank you for that. You know what I mean? And I know you guys don't just pick random people just to do that for. So I take that as a compliment as well, my end.
Yeah, if you guys have Xbox system and you guys have Madden, we do have another league as well on Xbox. It's the MLG. So they're also partnered with,
I know. Well, that's the thing. I mean, bro, I don't mind going out and grabbing me an Xbox. You know what I'm saying? I'll jump on there.
Yeah.
I don't mind going out and getting an Xbox to go play for NLG. You know what I'm saying? And playing that league. You know what I mean? I'm a supporter. He's our partner. Of course, you know what I mean? I'll go out and get an Xbox. You know what I mean? I just have to get used to it. And then I have to whoop everybody on there,
Man, we're trying to attack everything. Right now we got an Xbox league. Me and the owner for that league, we're discussing possibly doing the same setup that we have in my server, which is a pro league and a farm league. So that way we can get more competition. We're going to discuss that after the podcast. And then also we're building up division as